Hey guys, what's up and welcome. It's Matthew here, the designer and developer, the hybrid, the best of both worlds from South Africa. We are continuing with our interesting series. In case you are new here, this series started here. I am explaining how I have built my own SaaS tech startup in detail. I'm trying to give you the things that you will never find on YouTube and Udemy, simply because on YouTube, as instructors, we appear at our peak. We appear as professional because we practice behind the scene. We eliminate all the mistakes and get things done. So in this series, I'm hoping to reveal everything. So in this video, I am going to show you all my components and my packages and my libraries that I have created. If you might look at this application, it looks simple, or it looks like very simple. It's not like it's complicated. It doesn't have a lot of things. But in this application, I ended up creating, I think, more than 6 components and more than 5 packages. Okay, more than 5 packages. So here I'm going to explain those packages, and also I am creating my own library, which is met component. My apologies about that. So I'm going to explain this library here. As you can see, this is the library. Here are all my components and everything. So it's going to be an interesting one. So let's start by demonstrating. And my apologies, I caught flu, so maybe my voice and how I speak might be affected. I sincerely apologize for that. So let's continue, guys. So I'm going to start by demonstrating what you can do here. So let's get to sign up. My apologies about that. What might be the email? Let's say the email is student. Let's take the email to here. And then let's say your name is student. Student, the email is student, and the password is student. Okay, let me just quickly pause the video. I'll be back now. My apologies about that. Okay, guys, I'm back. My apologies about that. Okay, so let's see. So we've got the name student, and we've got the email student at email. I hope I'm not going to forget this credential student, and let's register. I'm just demonstrating what this application can do. Okay, everything is student. Register successfully. So now we are in. Okay, and then let's change here to student. Let's save the credentials. Okay, so when you get in here, there is nothing you can do besides first creating a company, because this system, it's a quotation system. It's by freelancers for freelancers. I'm creating this to help freelancers to manage their accounting activities like financial reports and creating invoices, quotation, and so forth. So let's create a company. So there's nothing you can do if you have not created a company. Let's say our company is YouTube. Okay, YouTube dev. Let's say YouTube dev. The type of a company. The type is company. Contact person. Let's say John Dev. Tagline. Best YouTuber. Contact number 073 074 blah 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 blah. Company email yt@gmail.com. Okay, so first set up your company. Please note that you will be logged out when you are done, simply because at the moment you don't have the company. So the system has your details, but without the company. You don't have a company yet, so it needs to log you out and pull data from the database so that it can generate a token that has got your data with the company. I hope you understand that. So let's save the company. Okay, so you are supposed to be logged out so that you can log in again. Then if we sign in again, suppose now there's a company name somewhere here instead of no company yet. As you can see, guys, we've got YouTube devs. Okay, So this is going to be the dashboard. As you can see, guys, this is still a mock data, okay? But I'm just what can I say, displaying these so that I can just what can I say, create some endpoints, pull data from the database and plug it in here. So now that we are registered, what can we do? We don't have items. What's our company name? YouTube developers. So what could YouTube developers do? Create courses. Let's say React course. We're creating an item. React course as an item. It's a service. The status is active. How much is it? I'm in South Africa. Let's say it's 1,500. Okay. Um, Talking about courses, in case you might want me to teach you exactly what you want to know, you want me to start from scratch and assist you. Some people come to me as students, some people come to me as employees, some people come to me as tech founders. So I teach them exactly what they want to. You can check in the description below, link to my website, and then you can click here, discovery call, give me your name and email and explain what you want me to help you with. So back to the matter at hand. So let's just say best course, best YouTube course. Let's say best Udemy course. Okay, makes sense. Best Udemy course. Okay, let's check what do I have on Udemy. In case you might want to learn more from me, I've got this React Advanced Component Composition course on Udemy and also Next.js ShadCN course. Okay, maybe you might not have much money at the moment. Believe me, I understand. And these courses have got more than 70% of um, uh, content for free. I only reserve plus minus 30 or 40 for somebody to pay. So even if you don't have money, but you can come here and learn as much as you can. Maybe I might as well demonstrate that, right? Because here I am connected. This has got my account, so it might not be easier for you to see that. But here I don't think I am logged in. So you can see the amount of uh, content that is available for you for free. Okay, so let's just quickly go back here and register. We'll come back to that one later. So I think, guys, this can be an item, right? So let's just add the item. Okay, item added successfully. Let's check on item list. Please don't mind this user list, I'm still working on it. As you can see, guys, we've got the item. Okay, for some reason we feel like we want to change the item. Okay, we want to modify it. Okay, we can just come here, and then this is not a React course, it's a Next.js course. Okay, let's just make some changes. Next.js course. Okay, and then update. As you can see, guys, now it's Next.js course. It's still a best Udemy course. And that is it. So now what we want to do, let's go and add a quotation. Remember, we don't have clients yet because it's a new company. So I just want to show you that we don't have client. As you can see, guys, there's no client. But in terms of items, we do have item. So we can add an Next.js course and create a quotation for that. And then we can increase the quantity. Now the client will have to pay us 3,000. So you can see total of 3,000. Please don't mind much about this. This is what can I say? I thought it was going to work, but I realized later that it's not going to work, so I don't mind much about that. It's one of those things that sometimes when you think and plan on your own without implementing, you think you're smart. And then when you get to implementation, you are like, no wonder Google didn't implement this. It was useless. Okay. So enough about that. Let's continue. So let's go and add a client. Okay. And then who can be our client? Um, Oh, Temba. Let me just use an African. I've used Temba on the last time. By the way, in our own language, is it closer, or even in Zulu? Okay. Temba means hope. Okay. I don't know why I like to use Temba. Let me use what Sipo, which means a gift. Okay, like a gift from God. So The client type SIPO is an individual. Contact person, we are still contacting SIPO. Let's say SIPO is those lazy guys who don't really want to be contacted. Okay, he's got his brother Lunga. I think Lunga in our language means to be humble. Okay, it's very close to a quiet guy. Like obviously, a quiet guy is humble. Okay, I don't think a loud guy is humble. Somebody who shouts at people, beat them up. I don't think they are humble. So Lunga means humble. That means he's a humble guy. So this guy is humble. He always take everything that comes from Sipo. Sipo likes to push jobs to him. Okay, Sipo is lazy. Lunga it's humble. So he's also a hard worker. So the contact number, obviously, this is going to be Lunga's contact number, this ghost number. And then in terms of the email, obviously Lunga has to take everything because Sipo is lazy. Such is life. Okay, life is a mixture of a lot of things, and I like the fact that it's a mixture. Okay, imagine if we were all lazy, we were going to disappear. I think planet Earth would have disappeared a long time ago. Imagine if we were all brilliant. Imagine that ego, the amount of ego that was going to be on the universe. Okay, somebody will say, "Ah, don't mind, I will do it. I am Einstein. I know E is equal to mc squared. I don't really need you." Okay, so you understand that drama. Okay, so let's add the client, guys. Okay, enough about that. I hope I taught you a thing or two about my language. So we have managed to add the client. How can we confirm that? We need to come back to the quotations. And then here is Sipo as our client. And here is Next.js as a course with a description here. So what I want to do, let's say the student want two of these courses, and then we need to create a quotation. Okay, so let's create the quotation. Okay, quotation has been created. Then how can we know if the quotation has been created? Let's come back here, and then we're supposed to have a quotation here, as you can see, guys. Okay, a quote ID, I'm using UUID to generate a quote ID. I'm no longer using this. So I started thinking that I'm going to use it. Obviously, I thought I was smart. And then on the implementation, I realized I am not that smart. Okay, so I changed to UUID. And that is it. But yeah, that's not it. It doesn't end here. Okay, so what if maybe you want to make some notes on this quotation so that when Lunga looks at this quotation, they might see a message for them. Then you can click here on charts. Okay. Then you can click here on charts. On charts, I didn't have a loading spinner, which this is a bad user experience. As you can see, it keeps you waiting for a few seconds and then it changes. Okay. I will improve on that. So I am Sipo right here, right? As you can see. Oh, I'm not Sipo now. I'm acting as student. Okay. So the drama between Sipo and Lunga, it's not our own drama now. But let's say even this guy student is more like Sipo. Okay. He's lazy. He doesn't want to work. So he's saying at John. John is also a humble guy and he's active. At John, please fix this code for me. Uh, the total amount must be, let's say it's supposed to be 3,500 for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, but it's not just 3,500. I'm based in South Africa, 3,500 rands. My apologies about that. Okay, so now when John comes, he will see this message. So here I was just implementing a chat feature of some sort. Okay, so guys, I think we are done. In case I didn't show you, we've got awesome light and dark theme working very well, flawlessly. I think that is all, guys. Okay, so now let's get into the libraries, packages, and components that I have created in order to pull this off. Okay, where do we start? Let's use my documentation to explain this. Okay, so one might ask, Matthew, how do you get into this level, okay, of creating system like these? Okay, Obviously, you might had some tips and tricks from YouTube, Udemy, and so forth. Okay, so in case my own tip it's a bit different from those, please bear with me. That's the only thing that I know. Okay, I don't want to give you something that I don't have experience of. I think that will be lying if I can say to you, in order to get here, you need to learn on Udemy and what. I will be lying to you. Okay. So then, how do you get here? Okay. I think we can rely on the ancient wisdom. Okay, which is here. Some time ago, I read this book and I'm still reading it now. The Science of Being Great. Okay. There's an idea here that Wallace D. Wattles is talking about. Okay. He said, do not read more. Okay. But think more about what you are reading. So he puts more emphasis on thinking than reading. Okay. I think that's a beautiful concept. So my answer to you is, do not consume a lot of coding content, but think more about that content. Okay, so you can take some few YouTube YouTube coding courses or video or tutorials, and you are supposed to think more about those videos. That's why I ended up creating my own component library. Whatever that I'm looking at, maybe I'm looking at ShareCN, I try to think more about it. Okay, as a result, I came up with Metforms. Okay, an interface that wraps React hook form, which is 100 times better than ShardCN's uh, form component. Okay, let's get into that. So remember, the title of the video is I am showing you packages that I ended up creating while creating this startup. Okay, so guys, this is Met component. It's a component library. I am still building it. It's not out yet. Why it's not out yet? Simply because I'm not building it for the sake of building it. Number one. Number two, I need to test it. I need to use it. Okay. Because if I don't, I will publish the library and there will be things that not necessarily they won't make sense, but they will take away from the developer experience because I left them there because they are cool. So let's get into it. Under Met components, we've got a Met form. Okay. Okay. So the Met form, it's like a wrapper. It wraps React hook form. Okay. Just like the same way ShardCN did it. Okay. ShardCN has got they have got their own form. Okay, that wraps React hook form. Okay. So here is the page for React hook form. I don't know why it's not loading here, but you see this is React hook form. Okay, so Met form is some sort of an interface that wraps that to make it easier for you to use React hook form. And then on ShardCN, okay, their own interface or their own wrapper, okay, it has got 4 inputs, but the lines of code, it's 120 lines of code. Okay, so it has got input number 1, input number 2, input number 3, and some sort of a submit button, input number 4. Only 4 input. Okay, the lines of code, it's 120 lines. I decided to create Metform to solve that problem. Okay, Metform has got 7 input. How many more? I think 3 more. Okay, 7 input. Okay, with only 10 lines of code. Okay, let me see what I was saying here. I even forgot. So let's check Metform. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's also an image here, picker. 5, 6, 7. It's only 10 lines of code. Okay. Instead of making React hook form a step parent, I allowed it to give birth to its own children, therefore creating a strong bond between the form and its input field. Matthew Singati. You know I like to make myself important. I am not that important, guys. I haven't done any major important thing in my life, if I can be honest. So if I get a chance to put my name there, I always push it there. So in case you see my name all over the place, please know that it's what we are suffering from as the guys who've never made any major breakthrough in life, don't have a car, not married, don't have a house, still living in your mother's room. There's nothing important about you that can be mentioned. So we push our names always. Okay. So back to the main idea. So what am I saying here? Shad CN, okay, has created this library to be a step parent, a stepfather. Okay. So meaning that its children, okay, the input component, it doesn't own them. Okay, so what am I trying to say? Let's see if we can go to the SHA-CN. Okay, let's just take a quick look here. This is SHA-CN code. Okay, I've copied it from their own shared CN. Okay, we are going to go to that link now. So this is the form, as you can see. Form, okay, it starts from here, goes and goes. Remember, this is just 4 input. It goes and goes and goes and goes and goes up until here. Check the met form. This is the met form. It goes here and it ends here. And how many components do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost like 8 components. Okay. Let's say 7 components, I think, according to that picture. Okay. So let's explore this concept. Okay. I didn't make React hook form a step parent. Okay. But I allowed it to give birth to its own children. So I had to look at how this package behaves and how it works. I created inputs that will only work with React hook form. They don't work somewhere else. You don't use these input as I'm not sure, a search or a date somewhere. No. I have created them ideally for React hook form. Okay, that's why I've managed to accomplish the same thing that Shatsian was trying to do from 120 lines with only 10 lines. Okay, my input, as you can see, it's met text field. It's not just an input, it's not general. It's met select, it's met date picker, met text field, met image display. Okay, so I hope you get the concept. So now let's go to ShadCN's website so that you can see I'm not exaggerating things. This is absolutely or almost like 120 lines. Let's see. Let me click. Maybe I'll be taken to a new page. Let's see. Here is the ShadCN form. Okay, as you can see, if we can talk about the whole page, it could be more, right? I think so. Yeah, it could be more. As you can see, the whole page, like 200 and something. Okay, but let's check where the form starts. Here is the form. It starts from here. Okay, and where it ends. It ends here. Okay, as you can see, guys. Okay, it's almost 100 and something. Okay, enough about this. Let's go back here. So what I did here, I created inputs that will be for React hook form. You cannot use them anywhere else. Okay, so what's the difference? Number one, they are the native input, like they are for React hook form. Number two, it's easy for you to integrate them with because I've already integrated them with React hook form. You have to do nothing. Okay, for instance, here on Shatsi, and I don't think they have an image, I'm not sure, an image component that works with React hook form. Okay, I don't think they have, but we can use ChatGPT to quickly, I'm sure, ask that is there an image, a shard CN image? Is there a shard CN image component that works with React hook form? I don't think there is. Okay, let's see. Shard CN Euro doesn't directly provide an image component. as it primarily focuses on a set of styled UI component rather than form specific component. So that's where I differ with ShadCN. Rather than forming specific, I capitalized with that specific, so that when you are creating your own form, you don't really have to, I'm not sure, take the burden of integrating an image component to React Hook form. So as you can see, guys, they don't have it. With me, I have it. Okay, it's I think it's a meta image. Okay, so let's go back to the meta at hand. I'm on the documentation. So enough about this. Let's see what we can do. So what I want to do now, I just had a small disturbance, but nothing major. Let me zoom out. So as you can see, guys, okay, I've got this met form. Okay, so now should I test this met form for you? Yes, I can. Let me show you how it works. Let me look for the most complicated form here. Which one could be? Okay, by the way, in case you didn't notice, even this one, it's a form. Okay, this is a combination of React Hook form and a table. Okay, as you can see, this is a table, but this is a form. Okay, you can add more things here. Okay, can add more things here. This is still a form. Okay, so let me just look for a simple form rather than a complicated form. Let's come here, client. Okay, let's say for some reason we we want to delete some of these files. Okay, some of these components, or we want to modify this. Okay, so this means that we will go to client, we'll go to here. Which one is this? Okay, we'll just go to application, dashboard, clients, and then form client. Then we're going to go to met form. I think based on my naming convention, I can be able to quickly go to met form. Okay, met form starts from here. As you can see, it starts from here. And then if I want to add another text input, this is how I do it. Okay, this is how I do it. The input name, let me just say another. Let's say a client, the label, it's another label. And that is it. I'm not sure if it's this simple on ShadCN. I'm not sure. Let's check if there will be another here. As you can see, guys, here is another input. Okay, and that is it. Okay, simple as that. So if you want to delete it, you can delete it. Okay, if you might want me to explain exactly the technique that I've used here, you will just notice it's not that difficult. Okay, as much as I wish I could make myself important and tell you that I have used advanced design pattern and complicated React, that's not the case. Okay, it's very simple. Okay, so let's continue. So what else do I want to show you? Let's say I want an image input, the one that ShadCN doesn't really provide. Let's see how complicated is it when it comes to integrating an image on with ShadCN, let's say. Okay, as you can see, this is the code. Okay, this is the code. Maybe it might not be as long as this one, but it's very close to this. Okay, I'm not sure. Let me say this is 20 lines of code, this one. Okay, and then you will have to use it. Let's say this is another 10 lines, so it's almost like 30 lines, assuming. Okay, so let's check on met component. How do I use it? The reason why, it's because I've got a lot of packages here, guys. When I said I have some sort of created more than 10 libraries and components, and I'm not lying. Okay, it's a fact. Okay, there's a lot of things that I have created because I will use ShadCN and feel like I can make this better. I will create a component that is better, and then I will use ShadCN. I will feel like I can make something better on this form. I feel like this is too much. I will make that. So I ended up, let me say, rather than creating component, I ended up inventing components. Okay, so here when it comes to the what can I say? When it comes to the image, okay, I've got a standalone component which is part of the met form, but it's some sort of a standalone component. And I think I get it from, oh, okay, guys. There is a documentation, so I don't have to scratch my head. Okay, let me look for that component because now I was thinking, how was it structured? It's called met image. I was thinking, um, I have a, is it a met image or now I'm losing it? Okay, met image is for displaying images. Let me think, guys. My apologies about that. Let's see. Let me check here. It's met avatar, met tabs, met plain cut. Nope. It's inside met form, right? It's inside met form. These are independent components. It's supposed to be inside met form. What is it? It's not met image. It's met. Okay, I think I can use this. Oh my God, it's been a while since I dealt with this. What is the shortest way to there? What is the shortest way to there? I think I can open a project. Let's see. Why it looks like, okay, shares film concept. Okay, this is concept, and then this is the implementation. Okay, just a moment, guys. Let me click on this met form. Suppose I have a documentation that shows me everything. Yes, guys, okay. Okay, here is the component that I'm looking for. You see this component, the met image, this one. This is the component that I'm looking for. My apologies about that. Okay, as you can see. Okay, let's put another image here. Okay, as you can see, guys. Okay, so this is what I wanted, and it's here in the documentation. So how do you get that? I think it comes from what is this? A hook. I created a hook for it. Okay, I created a hook for it. Where is met component? I'm importing. I created a hook for it. Here is it, guys. Okay, met image input. As you can see, it's coming from a hook, and that hook is use met media. Okay, I keep on changing things, okay, because this didn't start as met media. I think it started as a met image, and I realized that now I'm adding image, okay, as you can see. What if I want to add an MP3 instead? Am I going to create another same thing, which is another hook, which is going to be met, let's say, MP3, whatever? What if I want to upload a file, a video file? Am I going to create? So I was like, let me be clever. So that's why you see me. I forgot about some other things. Okay, there's a lot of changes that I'm doing here, and remember, I'm the only one. Okay, that makes it worse. Okay, so now it's the hook. It's use met media. It was not like this before. Okay, this name, and then the met media will supply you with met image file and met image display. Okay, the met image file is the actual input that you will click on, this one that will click on to get that file. But if you want, okay, hence I'm saying, guys, not only I have fixed some problem, but I have some sort of invented things. Okay, for me, I think it was worth it to create a corresponding displayer for any input, so that when I have clicked an image, I want to be sure that this is the image. So the displayer is first inside the image. But if you might want to display it somewhere else, you can do this. So I hope now you are starting to see that the met image, the met image file, this one, okay, it's not just an input component. It can be a standalone package on its own, because as you can see, it's not like any other input that you have seen. It goes hand in hand with its own displayer. Okay, so now that we've got the documentation, let's just copy this code and come back here. So what were we saying? We were saying, what if we want to add an image here? So with shared cn, maybe you have to do something like this, plus minus this code. But with us, check here. Okay, am I in the right place? Yes. Where is met components, met form? Excuse me. That met forms, met form. Yes, it starts here and it ends here. So somewhere here, Did I delete that another? Yes. Okay. So somewhere, nope, guys. Let's start by hitting the hook somewhere here. Okay. Use met hook, and then let's import this. As you can see, this is at met components. Okay. So this will give you these guys. So let's use these guys. Okay. Met image file. Okay. Let's just go back and follow the documentation so that we cannot make some mistakes. Let's see, where is met image? Where are we using it? Okay, here is it, met image. This is a display, and this is, where is the picker? And here is the met image file. Let's start with this one. Okay, let's say we are going to add two images, two different images. Okay, with ShaDCN, you've got almost like let's say 40 lines of code, maybe with only one image file uploader. So with me, I'm going to add two of them. So let's come here. Let's add the first one. Okay, where is that met image? Okay, right at the top, I'm going to add the first one. Okay, which is, let's say the first one, it's going to be, let's say, a profile. It's going to be a profile image. Okay, profile image. And the second one, okay, this is line number 2. And the second one is going to be an ID. Okay, let's say an ID image. Okay, your ID image. Let's just save and see what do we have. Let's come back here. As you can see, guys, we've got them. We've got the first one, okay, and then we've got the second one, okay. For now, I'm not going to dive deep into details on how this integrates with React Hook Form. Now I'm just giving you an idea, okay. Maybe on a separate video, I'm going to show you how does this work such that you can take this data to the database, as you can see. Then someone might feel like, I don't really see this image. I need a corresponding displayer for these guys, okay? So let's go back to the documentation. So this is the importance of documentation. I used to think that if I create my own library, I don't really need the documentation, of which I was wrong. Okay, we forget things. All right, so I'm looking for met image displayer. Let's see. I think here is it, met image displayer. And then let me go and put it here, right on top. Okay. Now, the interesting thing here, let's just leave this like this and check here. As you can see, there is an image displayer here, but it doesn't show this and it doesn't show this. Okay, so now how I created these components, you need to tell this component that your parent is this one, or your parent is this one. Okay, so let's tell it. So what you need to do, you need to take the name and associate this displayer with its own parent. Okay, so as you can see, guys, now this is here. Okay, so that means you can now change it, as you can see. Obviously somebody might feel like, why this looks like it's misbehaving. Obviously for now it's taking the size of the actual image. Okay, so how can we solve that problem? Let's come back here, get into class name. Okay, and then let's give it a width and a height of, let's say, 100 pixels, and the height of 100 pixels. Okay, let's see, met image display. Let's see what will happen. As you can see, guys, now the chaos has been managed. Okay, all right. In case you see or you hear a little background noise, please bear with me. Okay, it's one of the things that I cannot control. So let's keep it going and keep it flowing like water. So as you can see, guys, now we've got this image displayer. Okay, so what if maybe you want an image displayer for this one? Okay, as I've told you, this could be a standalone package. So for now, I have showed you met component as a component library. That's number one. That's my first invention. I have shown you met forms. Okay, that's number two. That's another invention or another creation. Now I'm showing you met image input. Okay, let's say met media, because this will work like this for a file input. It will work like this for a video file. So as you can see, it's not an image necessarily, but it's a media, okay, for you to integrate file uploading any file with. Maybe I should call it file uploader. Okay, this component should be file uploader, because basically what we're doing here, we are uploading file. Okay, I will work on that. So I've shown you the file uploader. So I think for now I've showed you three things. It's the library, it's the met form, it's this one. Okay, and then let's say we want to display two of these. Okay, it's this simple. You just copy this. Okay, and then from there you make sure that you take this ID and put it here on the name ID, and then come back and check. Okay, as you can see. So if we can change this to this one, as you can see. So now somebody might feel like, I want this to be somewhere else. Okay, to be somewhere else. Let's say you want it to be here as a circle here. Okay, and then what you can do, you can come here first of all and make it absolute. Okay, and then what do I want? Rounded full, and then let's see what will happen to it. As you can see, guys, here is it. Okay, and then let's change the top to 0 and right to 0. Top right to 0. Okay, let's see, where is it going to go? As you can see, guys, it's getting there. And then from there we can say top, we can say minus, let's say -8, and then right also let's subtract 8, and let's see. Okay, as you can see, guys, it's getting there. Okay, maybe what we can do, let's say, okay, let's say 50 pixels, and even here let's say 50 pixels. As you can see, guys, okay, we are getting there. Let's leave it like this for now. So let's also, as you can see, okay, everything works well. Even here we can change it to something else. Okay, as you can see, guys. Okay, so let's just check what we have done. Okay, let's see. We have the image displayer, one line. Okay, we have another image displayer, 2 lines. We have the image input, 1 line. We've got another image input, 1 line. Okay, how many lines is that? I would like to believe, if my math serves me well, it's 4 lines. Okay, with SHART-CN you will have to deal with something like this or close to this. Okay, which is almost like 40 lines. Okay, so remember, here I'm not teaching you these components, I'm just showing you what I came up with and why. Okay, so I have shown you met forms. Okay, there's a lot involved in met forms. I'm not going to show you all the components. Maybe I could show you here. Okay, let's see, where is it? Maybe I can show you here. Okay, as you can see, this is my met select. What else? Let's check on the date picker. Okay, as you can see, this is the met date picker, but I have customized it. Okay, remember on the previous video I told you that it's not easy to customize SHART-CN. Okay, maybe these arrows on SHART-CN you don't customize. Okay, you don't customize it according to your own theme. So that's why I had to dive deep into React Hook Form components, and I have to, sorry, to SHART-CN components base code. Okay, and then I had to change things because I wanted these to be uniform. Okay, and then as you can see, guys, this was one of these. What else? Okay, this is the date, accept, and this one. Okay, so I hope you can see what Metform does. Okay, it's very clean, elegant, and it works perfect. And then I'm done with Metforms. What else do we have? Let's check what is Met Avatar. Okay, Met Avatar, I don't think I did something special here. Okay, it's nothing special for logging and logging out. I think here is Met Avatar here, as you can see. Okay, we can log out. Okay, that is Met Avatar. So this one, I don't count it as a component that I've created because it's nothing special. Okay, it's nothing special. Then Met Tabs, I think this one, it's a component that I have created. Okay, this one. Why am I saying it's a component that I've created? ShadCN, they have their own tabs. Okay, let's say ShadCN tab. Okay, ShadCN tabs. Let's see. Okay, where are those tabs? I think, okay, yeah, I think this is ShadCN tabs. Okay, I didn't want this. Okay, let me just make sure that's the case. They don't have any other tabs except this one. Let's see. ShadCN, where is T for tabs? T for tabs. Tabs. Okay, these are the only tabs that they have. I didn't want this tab. Okay. What I notice here, this is something that I didn't understand by ShadCN. Okay, I don't want to say anything about it, but I'm just going to tell you that I don't understand it. Okay, I was looking for tabs. Okay, tabs like these ones, like these ones. Okay, when I was looking at ShadCN, they gave me this tab. Okay, and I was like, okay, fine. This is the best way in which they can do this. Okay, and when I was looking at their own tabs in their own documentation, it's like this. You see these tabs, preview and code. This is also a tab. And I asked myself, why would they implement this tab in their own code and not give us this type of a tab as this? Okay. So I was like, okay, cool. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go to Radix UI. Um, uh, a library or a package that they are also wrapping. Radix UI, oh, Radix UI, a package that they are using behind the scene. Here is it. So I decided to take the tabs as they are from Radix UI, and I manipulated that exactly the same way as ShadCN did it, but I didn't do this style. Instead, I implemented it this one. So what I did here behind the scene, I created my own tabs. Okay, obviously with I think a much better interface. Okay, as you can see here, the tabs. So let's check on the implementation of these tabs. Okay, how I implemented met tabs. Okay, so I think now I'm adding I told you about three things that I've done. I think this one, it could be the fourth one. Okay, because I did an extra work and I had to think. Okay, as you can see. Okay, and also it's easier to change the colors and everything. Here are the tabs. Okay, let's go back to the documentation. Met plain cut, it's nothing fancy, if I can be honest. I didn't really think much about this. It's just a card. Met stats card, also this one, it's somewhat of something that I created, but it's not special. Somebody else can create this. Okay, this is like CSS and nothing much. Met arrow text, this one. Okay, this is also not special. This is also not that special. Okay, it's just a link and that is it. Met table, I think this is special. I think now it's the fifth thing that I've created. Okay, a met table. So what is a met table? There is a package called 10 stack query. 10 stack query. Okay, this is a powerful, not 10 stack query, 10 stack table. I'm used to 10 stack query. 10 stack table. Okay, 10 stack table. As you can see, it's a headless table. Okay, headless UI. Okay, so it's a table. Okay, it's very powerful. Okay, I think also SAAS they have this table. Okay, so let me go back here. As you can see, so you can search here. Okay, as you can see, search whatever you want to search here. Okay, so here I have not done much in terms of changing SAAS way of doing it, but I have just created some sort of a ready-made code. I think here I have worked on interfacing it, okay, making it more consumable. If it was something to eat, I said I've just made it palatable. I've just pimped it. Okay, so now for me, when I'm implementing table, I just come to this documentation. It makes it easier for me. Okay, obviously one can follow SAAS way of doing it, but to me it takes time. It consumes a lot of my memory. Okay, so here I've just interfaced it in such a way that it's easier for me. Okay, so how I have implemented it, as you can see, this is the table. Okay, where else I've implemented it? Okay, maybe I think on quotation, is this at client? Where is quotation? Quotations. The list of quotations, I have used the same table. Okay, so here I have worked on the dev experience, I think, because now creating table is very easy. Okay, I think it's just a matter of 5 to 6 minutes or something, or but it's not that hard. Okay, and then you will customize it according to the way you want. Okay, let's go back here and check which are met image. Okay, this one, I'm not sure if I have created something new here, or but I think I did. Okay, I think I did. The reason why I'm saying that I did, this is not just an image. Okay, this is not just a simple image. Okay, this image automatically, what can I say, when you hover over it, it can allow you to, it can show a different layer in which you can write something. Let me show you how useful this is. I think, let's see. In fact, it was inspired by this. Okay, let's check here. I want to show you how powerful the met image is. Okay, it's not like Next.js image where you just load an image, but it gives you this feature by default. Check here. Okay, you see this feature. Okay, this started here. Okay, so this met image is not like displaying images, but it gives you this. Automatically, you can quickly implement this on the go. Okay, as you can see here. Okay, but with me, it also has some, what can I say, the gradients here, as you can see. Okay, so this is like something at the bottom, and here, whatever, this is alpha 1, a variant. As you can see, this darkness, this shade of dark, it's default. It's alpha 1. As you can see, it's a bit different. This is alpha 2, a bit different, and this is alpha 3, very, very, very dark. Okay, I am using this image mostly on e-commerce products. Okay, on e-commerce product, when I'm showing e-commerce product, I use this met image. Okay, obviously behind the scene, this met image is also using another component that enables, what can I say, the switching of layers, hiding and revealing layers. Now I forgot the name of it. Okay, let me see, maybe I will see the name of it here. I don't think so. Okay, because it's being wrapped, it's inside the but when I remember it, I will tell you. So I'm trying to say this is a composition. There is an image part in this, and there is this feature of flipping or swiping or conditionally rendering um JSX or elements. Okay, so this is a separate component. besides the met image. You can use this component separately. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is this is a combination maybe of three separate components working together and they form this. Maybe the reason why I'm bringing this up, I want you to know or to notice that composition is better. Okay, don't make one component big giant component that is not loosely coupled. Okay, met icon title, it's not that special. Okay, it's not that special. This is this thing, and here is the implementation of it. Okay, when you click here, it will change to whatever this is. Isn't it supposed to change to items? Okay, I need to make some adjustment. This home is supposed to change to items here. Okay, which is my mistake. So there's nothing important about that one. Met dash bar, I think this is also another component that I've created. Okay, as you can see here, I've been inspired by what's this platform, Udemy. Okay, as you can see, the implementation of this, it's this one. Okay, here is it. Okay, let's check another one. Met navigation, I think by far this is my favorite. Why this is my favorite? It was difficult to implement. It was not easy. It took me time to pull this off. Okay, this is a ready-made navigation bar. Okay, and it's responsive and it's adaptive. Okay, so you just feed it with your icons and labels. Okay, so when you click here, um, based on the navigation, this component it's aware about this route. Okay, hence it's displaying user route. So when you are here, it's aware it's changing to home. When you are here, it's aware it's supposed to change to songs, as you can see, and then you can expand it. What inspired this? It's Substack. Okay, where is those? What happened to Substack now? Yeah, this is what I want. Okay, so it was inspired by this, and then I created this one. Okay, as you can see, and then you can remove this if you want, and then you can even bring it back if you want. And then what is interesting about this is that it's responsive. Let's see, out of the box. Okay, as you can see, so in smaller screens it will show you this, and then you can choose whatever you want. As you can see, everything works well, so you don't really have to do anything. Okay, it's called met navigation. Okay, as much as I've been inspired by these UI what I haven't seen this component in the industry. I haven't seen a navigation component. A navigation bar, yes, it's there, but it's not functional. Okay, this does a lot of things. Okay, number one, it knows that this is the active bar without you having to code. Number two, it comes with this part, with this label, okay, to help you label. For instance, when I'm on item, you don't really have to code in order for this to change to item, something like this. This home users, you don't really have to. It's a component that comes with the component. Okay, I'm not sure if that's the best English, but I hope you understand. This feature comes with the component itself. Okay, and what else? And also get the expanded, the idea to expand it. Okay, the feature, and also to hide it when you want to, as you can see here. Okay, when I want, I can hide it. That is it. Okay. Okay, even here, I think the responsiveness is working, as you can see. Okay, as you can see. My apologies about that. So the responsiveness is working. I think now we are almost like on fifth component of things that I have to create from scratch. Met navigation. About wrappers and other things. I will discuss them later here. Okay. Um, what else? Let's go back here. Okay, let's go back here. Here I have got what can I say? I've got a package here which I call metfetch. Okay, let me explain it to you what metfetch does. Okay, I hope you don't hear much of the background noise. Okay, some people are talking there in the background. Okay, so let's go back to where? Let's go back to items. Let's say we are adding items. Okay, we are adding these items. And then when we are adding these items, obviously, um, we are connecting to the database. Okay, or we are connecting to the database, or we are fetching data. Let me use the word we are fetching data. Okay, I think this could be displayed, or I can illustrate this with this. So I have to fetch the data from the server. Okay, as you can see, this is the client fetched from internet from the server, and this is fetched from the server. Okay, so let's go to this component and see how am I fetching this data, and then you will see how the met fetch work. So let's go to uh, root dashboard, and then code, and then on code, let's go here on code. Okay, here you might not see everything properly because there's a lot involved here, including a React query. Okay, but what I'm going to show you is let me check where I am fetching the data first. Okay, this is create, that's not what I want. Where am I fetching data? Am I on the right place? Code, yes. Let's see. Here I am creating, that's why I don't really want this one. This is form mutation. I'm looking for form query. Don't I have a query here? If I don't have it, am I on the right direction? Let's say, oh, okay. I think this is a form code. Where can I get this form query? Okay, let's see. The reason why I'm a bit confused, if I can be honest, um, there are people who are making noise. Okay, they are really, really making a heavy noise. So I can see now. Um, I'm trying to continue. I'm trying my best, but at the same time, I'm worried that you might hear some background noise that might disturb us. Okay, maybe let me see how am I going to do it. Um, with a relaxed mind. Okay, what I was saying. You see now, I'm even lost as to what I was trying to say because the noise it's very, very, very heavy. Okay. What I was saying. Maybe I should end here because it looks like the noise is not going to stop. My sincere apologies about that. Okay. My sincere apologies. Maybe I must close it only on metfetch. Okay. Explaining it the best way I know how. Okay, even using this create that is already here. Let's say we were creating something, a record. Okay, obviously we will have to use fetch, isn't it? Okay, or maybe Axios. Okay, so instead of using Axios, okay, I've got a metfetch library which exposes a create method for me. In that create method, you just pass the URL and the data that you want to save, and then the metfetch will handle that. Okay, so let's see, where do I get this create? Let's go to definition. As you can see, this create comes from, even you can get a read here. This is the read that I wanted to show you, but I am not using, I think it's already here. Okay, am I using this read? Maybe let's see. Okay, let's see, this is read. Where am I using? Here is a query. Okay, as you can see, this was already here, but because of there was that noise, my mind couldn't see it. Okay, So when I want to read, I can use read. When I want to create, I can just use the method create. I hope you get that. But now, where is this method coming from? Okay, it's coming from these utilities, as you can see. Okay, this utility. Then we can go to utilities, which we are getting from a high order component. So let's go to the high order component right here so that we can check where is the read coming from. But it's coming from my met fetch. So when I'm here, as you can see here is with utilities, okay, which is a high order component. So as you can see, guys, with utilities, it's getting CRUD, okay, create, read, update, and delete. Sorry, it's create, read, update. There's also another U in my case, which is upload and delete. But what I want to show you is that this is coming from use met fetch, okay. This is some sort of a package that I've created for fetching data, okay, without a hassle. Okay, so let's quickly check that read. How am I using this? As you can see, guys, on utilities, I am spreading this, okay. Once you spread this object, inside it, it has got create, read, update, delete. Here is also upload, as you can see. So I'm just showing you that this is coming from metfetch. So maybe use metfetch. Let's go to the definition. As you can see, export, use metfetch. I'm defining this create, okay. I think I'm using Axios and fetch mechanism at the same time here, okay. So as you can see, guys, here is create, where is read, here is read, and here is upload, okay. So as you can see, guys, I think I have showed you almost like maybe plus minus 6 of the things that I've done, okay. And obviously because of time and there is some sort of a background noise, maybe I will continue in another video. So for now, I'm just going to talk about other things that I've done, which what can I say, they are not that important or I haven't mentioned, okay. So also here I've got a component which is loading. Okay, let me just show you that component, how it works. You see that loading spinner? That component, it's under wrappers. Okay, I've got wrappers here, is loading. Okay, here is it is loading, as you can see. Okay, it helps me to load things. Okay, I don't struggle when I have to use a loading spinner because I just use this component is loading and I will put a boolean value here. Okay, is loading, okay, and that was it. It will load things. When it's done loading, it will show the component which it was supposed to show. Also, I've got this met no ssr, okay. Sometimes with I'm not sure if with React or with shards with Next.js, okay, with Next.js, there is something called hydration errors. This is when what happened, okay, I think I'm getting to steps. This is when the server side, the data which was supposed to be on the client side has been some sort of rendered on the server. So this no ssr is saying that if you wrap a component with a met no ssr, it will never render on a server side rendering and you will never encounter hydration errors, okay. I think I have explained it this year, okay. I think I've asked ChatGPT, okay, for some things, and here is the solution. Guys, because of this disturbance, my apologies, I have to end this video here. Please don't forget to support me, okay. You can come and check and buy my courses: React Advanced Component Composition, TypeScript, and Next.js Shard CN UI. If you might want me to help you specifically with something, please, you can just come here and click here, discovery call. If you want this link, it's in the description below. I'm Matthew Msingati, the designer and developer from South Africa. See you on the next one.